We are the Arcturians. We can see that for many of you, that the world as a collective that you see and you feel does not seem to be aligning with what you have been working towards. That when some type of situation happens or occurs in your collective, it seems to be more of a setback or a sign that the light is not going to be more encompassing of the earth and your collective consciousness. But just as you clean aspects of your physical reality, for example, when you are cleaning out an instrument and there has been gunk and debris clogging this piece of material, it takes quite a while for the light or the water, we could say for this example, to flush out what has been stuck. And as you are cleaning it out, it must come up to the surface. You must actually see everything that has been compiled and blocking the flow from what you want it to be. For the instrument, the circumstance to be in a flowing state. So that is what happens and is what is happening on your planet and through all of the universe. This is universal law. We wish that it could be a less strenuous and heartbreaking process. We really do. But again, that is how many are waking up. Many are healing what they've been storing in their own systems when they see it externally coming to the surface. And it is healing the division and separation that has been programmed into all of you for centuries. So just as you are reprogramming a computer, it takes time to clear out all the old data, all the old frameworks. And as you are cleaning a computer or reprogramming it, it can feel that it is being stripped away to nothing. But it is then able to be rebuilt and restructured, to have more harmony, more flow. And that is what you all have already been doing internally, individually, and within your communities that are continuing to grow. Knowing that this is still the stepping stone of the collective consciousness expansion and ascension can be hard to zoom out and see the full picture. We promise you that there is harmony coming in, even amongst the contrast and the feelings that bring in the doom and the gloom of your humanity. A part of this too is to have faith and trust, to continue to cultivate the love, the peace, the compassion within yourselves, to help and support in ways that you can, especially within your abilities and your psychic gifts. That is also a big component of what is spurring on others to finally leap into their abilities, leap into your awareness of higher states of consciousness, knowing that while others are being hurt or harm is happening, it sometimes is what pushes people to finally drop what they have been afraid to move past and finally allow the truth of light to be spoken, to be heard, to be in action. Again, we remind you that as you are being challenged with contrast on a global level, there is more communities being built. And we are hoping that, again, the structures and divisions that are causing so much dysfunction can be seen for what they are, and realizing they are no longer working. It is no longer needed. You are all humans. It does not matter what you look like or what you believe in. And we know that you resonate and already know this and want the rest of the world to wake up out of their programming, out of their confusion and hatred. And it is happening. Again, within this situation, in your current energies, it is clearing centuries and lifetimes of pain, of sorrow, of hatred, of the contrast that has been dormant. Because there are so many of you that are already awake and doing so much beautiful work, you can now allow yourself, when you see this contrast, to send it love and transmutation, and allow the source of that pain or circumstance through your intention to be cleared. Going back to the very beginning of when these separations came into play on your planet. It allows you also to have more understanding that these programs, these ways of war, are unraveling even though they are still in action. That they, again, have been in place for so many lifetimes. That it is time for there to be a different way. A different way of communication, a different way of resolve. And the more of you that come together and find a neutrality, the more of you will understand that those who are creating harm are just in pain themselves, or confusion, or in a place of the darkness. So we ask you to continue your faith, continue your open-heartedness, and allow whatever comes to the surface during this time to be purged with love, and to ask the questions of where is this coming from, whatever comes up for you, to investigate and be curious instead of suppressing or angrily feeling it and wanting to hide it, whatever that is. And we ask you to not pick a side here, to see it all for what it is, and know that it will not continue for very much longer. This way of operating, these ways of harm. You are the light. You are the new pathway for the collective. You are the leaders. So remain strong and take great care of yourselves and whatever that needs to be. Because you are definitely all supported. And we are working on the non-physical side to help keep this situation, these ways of war at bay. Even though it may not seem that way, there is a lot divinely happening, divinely protecting many souls' missions are being played out in multiple different ways. So continue the great work that you are doing of being you, of feeling, but don't allow the media or the fear to bombard you. You can feel the fear, but try and zoom out and go into your hearts. We love you, dear ones. We are the Arcturians. Until we speak again.